Welcome to the Tucson Tasty Show. I'm your host, Wesley Source, and we're here in studio live. So you got to call in and ask questions, food related, of course, at 520-790-2040. We have a great lineup for you today. We have Kenneth Floy of Dante's Fire, current sitting Iron Chef of Tucson, defending his title. He's won 2. And we're going for a third one, which is really exciting.
Yep.
And he might even retire after that. We'll see how that goes. We also have John. John is the mixologist that did all. Well, I guess that's not really DJ mixologist.
I guess we call it composer.
There we go, composer. Sure.
Mixologist is fun though. That's a
Of
good
all
word.
the terrifying sounds from old Tucson studios, Nightfall, and this year it's Reign of Terror.
Nice.
I was there for the opening for the press release, and I'm scared. In fact, I'm so scared I'm not going to open it. I'm sending somebody else.
Sounds like the French Revolution over here.
Fair enough. And that was Cody Peck of Network Outdoors. How you doing today, Cody?
Great. How are you?
I'm doing well. I think I got all the introductions. Andrew? Oh, we have Andrew
we have
from
Andrew from Barrel Roll.
Barrel Roll Premium Beef.
Yes, sir.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Great. I love the 810 hat, by the way. I hear Barrel Roll has a really cool hat, too.
Yes. They're coming.
Awesome. So first things first, we're going into the semifinals for Knife Fight. If you don't know about Knife Fight, you got to come and check it out. We're at the playground this Monday from 7 to whenever we get done, usually about 10. But
When the bar runs dry. When the bar runs dry.
When the bar runs dry. No, maybe. But so it's Tucson Knife Fight and semifinals at Playground. There we go. That's what I was trying to get to, the Playground. And it's on the second floor, so it's up top, so you can get the epic views of downtown, and then they also have some really great stuff down there at the Playground.
Do the chefs have to go through monkey bars and slides before they cook or during cooking?
Very funny. The Playground is attached to the hub, and it's right there in Congress. Yes, yeah, this is what it's like all day for us. And our hearts go out to Michael and Gary and all the chefs in the chef community. We lost a great chef last week, and I guess it's been about a week, but just sorry for everybody's loss.
Yeah.
And
he was my special event guy, and my girlfriend rented one of the studios at his house, so that one hit really, really, really close to home.
Fair enough. Yeah. Well.
R.I.P. Max.
There it is. Yeah.
Yep.
We'll. Yeah. So with moving on to more fun stuff, it is National Pecan Day, Pecan Cookie Day. I don't know what. Have you ever made a pecan cookie?
I have a problem with pecan pie and anything baked with pecan, so I abstain because I've burnt the interiors of too many ovens with that bubbling goo of deliciousness.
Fair enough.
Spilling all over my oven.
It's my least favorite thing as well. But that was because my grandmother had 4 pecan trees in her
candied
backyard. And
pecans we do at the restaurant,
pecan.
which is my only safe way to touch pecan, are glorious. Glorious stuff.
Fair enough. It's also National Farm Safety and Health Week, and in this day in history, 1971, Coca-Cola introduced the plastic bottle. Good for them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm proud.
Shout out to Coca-Cola. There it is. So, thank you very much for coming into the studio today.
Of course.
Tell us a little bit about why'd you become a chef? One.
My mother hates this story. Okay, we'll get to it.
Perfect. Why did you become a chef, and what was your journey like? I mean, it's not easy to become a chef, and that's where we really get into.
Yeah. Right, so this is the part of the story my mother hates, and it has been in print several times, and and she has absolutely despised me for mentioning it. So I say I became a chef out of survival because my mother was a horrible cook.
Oh.
She hates that story, but she was raising 2 boys, and she had bigger things to do, go to work every day. She was a single mom. She didn't spend much time cooking. After she retired, she got much better at it.
Okay.
But this woman put cottage cheese in taco meat. It was all bad.
Oh wow, that's fun.
No, it's not. As
cheese.
it turns out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to imagine
That's
what the
something that should
texture
never be
would have been like.
Not appealing.
Wow. All right. So
All right.
so
Journey
that
was different. So I was a ill-gotten youth, and my parents decided I was probably not destined for college, so they decided I should probably get to work. Started washing dishes at 14. Some guy calls out sick, I'm on the line. Some guy calls out sick, and I get the keys. Through competition, there's this really cool program called CCAP. It is in Arizona. It's called Careers Through Culinary Arts Programs.
Yes.
So it is through competition. You can get scholarships to culinary education things. My buddy in high school got to go to Le Cordon Bleu in Europe and do like a 14-day thing there. I won an apprenticeship with the American Culinary Federation in Washington, D.C., which nobody does that kind of learning anymore, but it was 1 day a week in the classroom and then 40 hours a week in a restaurant. And every 3-4 months, they'd move you. You'd spend some time at the Hay Adams, you'd spend some time at the Watergate, you'd spend some time at the French Embassy, and then they move you to whatever kitchen, I don't know, specialty was a certain discipline.
Mm-hmm.
So the Watergate's got one of the best baking programs around. They do a lot of retail cake sales, sell to a lot of restaurants. So you go in there, you're making your chocolate mousse cakes, you're making your torts, you're making your this and that. They send you over to Hay Adams. It's got banquet facilities for 4,000 people. Okay, here's a cart of tomatoes. Dice them. Good luck. See you in about a half a day. And they move you around, and then your French Embassy, you're doing, classic sauces and that kind of stuff. So it's a really great way to learn.
Right.
And then from there, I got lost in private clubs for about 25 years. In D.C., the last club I worked at that everybody knows under its new name, Trump National D.C., was called Lowe's Island Country Club back then. And I got recruited out here to Tucson Country Club. And then I realized I really hated two things about country clubs. Members were one of them.
Okay.
The second thing, well, you're always second place to the golf course.
Fair.
You're an amenity. They're the star of the show. So I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll flip the script on this and I'll open a really small restaurant in the middle of summer in the worst economy the country's ever known and see if it works.
Fair.
And surprisingly, it did.
It's a great test on if your restaurant's going to do well or not.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah. Open in the summer, they said.
Really?
Oh, no, not a good eye.
Yeah. I was going to say there's a lot of openings happening right now because we're just leaving summer and we're really starting to get a lot of
we got some cool
people
ones
back.
opening up this month.
Mm-hmm.
One that opened a couple months ago, which has really been on my radar. They did it just like me in the middle of summer. Casa Madre?
Yes.
Yeah. So,
Awesome.
yeah, place is awesome.
No, that's
What is your
What would you recommend for me who's never been to Dante Fire to
There we
bring
go.
my girl over to your restaurant and have a nice meal?
What would I recommend? Depends on if we're highbrow or lowbrow. So if we're lowbrow, our grilled jalapeno poppers have been a staple of the place since we opened and regrettably did a bacon festival by someone who had no idea how to promote it. And they were knocking on the door for these things before we even got back to the restaurant. They weren't on the menu.
Okay.
That and the chicken marsala and the parpa del diablo have always been like staple things that people live and die by at Dante's. And just so you know, we are rebranding. So I'm going to give you the new tagline here in a second.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, Dante's Kitchen and Cocktails.
All right.
Because as the world frustrates me and people don't get it, I got tired of hearing this one thing with the fire associated with my name. I don't go there because everything's spicy. I don't go there because it's a barbecue joint. I cannot make this stuff up. I'm getting that tattooed on my shoulder.
Okay.
Yes,
Fair
I'm
enough.
not coming here because it's a barbecue joint. So
I never even thought that, but
you can fire the
guess,
name.
yeah,
It
fair.
invokes some things from people. So we are changing it to Dante's Kitchen and Cocktail. There's a guy cutting acrylic for a sign right now. We've changed it all the internal logos, but nothing external. You see it now?
Fair.
All right. So for the highbrow guest, if you're into it, the foie gras is absolutely amazing. But that's one of the things. Either you taste it once and you'll always want it, or you'll taste it once, you'll never want it again. So we're doing foie gras with sweet potato and bacon hash. Forgive my New Jersey accent, a Napale jam. Cactus for the people who don't know how to pronounce words from the Southwest when growing up in New Jersey.
Jim Harris wants to shout out
Okay.
the chicken marsala and parm risotto.
Yeah. So I mentioned the chicken marsala there a second ago with the pappardelle.
Yep.
That man has taken a bunch of free pictures just to get himself some chicken marsala. He's going to sell his soul for the right amount of truffle risotto.
Thanks, Jim. No, I love it. And then
the new items that we're all about right now. There's 3 of them I think that are leading the pack. So we did what we're calling the T-Town burger.
Mm-hmm.
So we did our classic Stolen burger that has been infamous there for days, but it was just time to change it up. So we did a caramelized onion aioli grilled burger. We're calling it Republican cheese, white American.
okay.
Onion jam, shredded lettuce that we're tossing with a pickle brine.
Yes.
And then on top of it's a little pork belly sidecar sticking out of the toothpick. So you've got everything that's in a burger. You got your cheese, you got your bacon, you got your lettuce, you got your pickle, you got your onion, you got your tomato, but they're all done a different way.
Beautiful.
All right, and then we've got the fried chicken sandwich now with it's kind of like a Nashville hot chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
But we're doing it with Southwest flavors. So we got our pickled onions on there. We've got Monterey cheese. We've got a ancho chili spicy glaze as opposed to like a red chili kind of vinegar-based sauce.
And you brought this all for us today?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Darn.
No.
Well,
You're glad I found the parking lot.
We're gonna be right back. We're gonna check out what it's been like to be in the Iron Chef competition, and so you got to stay through the break.
Yep.
But thank you. I'm Wesley Soares, your host of the Tucson Tasty Show. We'll be right back with with Cody and our guests. That's Ken Foy of Dante's Fire, which is now Kitchen and Cocktails.
Yep.
And all of our other guests today. But thank you to our amazing sponsors. That's Saka, Viral Premium Beef, Your Financial Guy, Cody Peck, Network Outdoors, Local First Arizona, Allegra Marketing, Trenton Mail. And as always, stay tasty, Tucson. Welcome back to the Tucson Tasty Show. I'm your host, Wesley Soares, and we're here in studio live. Thank you to our amazing sponsors. That, again, is Saka, Viral Premium Beef, Your Financial Guy, Cody Peck, Network Outdoors, Local First Arizona, Allegra Marketing, Print and Mail, and we're here with Kenneth Foy of Dante's Fire, the current reigning Iron Chef of Tucson. We have John, the Beatmaster of Nightfall. We also have Andrew from Viral Premium Beef and Cody Peck, your Financial Guy and Network Outdoors. So we had promises of talking about Iron Chef Tucson. So okay. This is a really big competition that happens. It's been happening for years.
Yeah, it's definitely the biggest in Tucson.
And it's
although
pretty cool
Night Flight's
production.
giving it a run for its money because that's lots of fun.
Yes, it is. And it's this year we're out at Desert Diamond Casino Sarita.
Yeah, Diamond Center.
At the Diamond Center,
yeah.
Which is in the back of the casino there. It's actually pretty amazing.
Yeah, we're excited about it because usually it's like open seating in a ballroom, but this one's got like set seating, so it's going to feel more like you're at a rock concert, unless like you're at the Airport Hilton.
Yeah. Right. Right. And beforehand you get to, there's all the vendors and there's a whole bunch of samples and a bunch of restaurants
what do they
that
call
come
that?
out.
The culinary experience.
The culinary experience. Yeah. And so when you're prepping for Iron Chef Tucson, how do you prep for the mystery ingredient? Because you have no idea what the mystery ingredient is until it's revealed that day, right?
Okay, so I'll lift the skirt a little bit on this. Okay.
You don't have to.
Oh yeah, it's fine. There's nothing to hide. So what we get is a list of everything but the secret ingredient.
Okay.
So we know everything that's in the pantry. We know all the oil, the butter, the sugar, the beet powder, the celery, the whatever. Everything that's not the secret ingredient. And of course the mandatory use of Blue Moon beer because they're a sponsor.
Right.
So we started doing R&D recipes this week. So we know we need 4 courses. What we're not sure about is, because I've gotten kicked in the shit on this 2 years in a row, is what we're getting for the secret ingredient. We really want to center the plate. We really want a protein so bad.
Right.
The last 2 years we had cherries and peanut butter, which are great things, but
it's not forefront.
Yeah, we brought stocks that we're allowed to bring every year, and we throw them all in the trash, because what can you do with fish stock with peanut butter? What can you do with fish stock with cherries? Not a lot.
No. I'm not that creative.
Yeah.
I'm not the chef. You are, so.
So we wrote a mock menu, and we're messing with like coral tweels and stuff to kind of go at our competitor because, you know, he's firmly entrenched currently right now. We know he's got a lot more range than that. So we're doing something with a little bit of Asian flair. I think we want to do a caviar with that blue moon with a little ginger juice in it.
Ooh.
To pop on top of one of our dishes. So, and starting this week, it's practice. So we, it's like Wednesday, Friday, twice a week. And then the day before, and for all the people who are not in the restaurant industry won't start laughing. Everybody that is in the industry will start laughing. They give us a list of 4 possible secret ingredients the day before the competition at noon.
Yes.
So Friday at noon, you figure out the 4 things you have to test in the middle of dinner service on a Friday night before competition on a Saturday.
All right.
So that's pointless, but hey, we work around it. So we're going to do one cook, like right at 12. So what we do last year is we have a guy sitting in the middle of town in a car, waiting for that email to hit the thing with the 4 possible secret ingredients, and he goes shopping. Like the year liver was on it, he had to go hit Ben Forbesy to get some beef liver and some other stuff.
Ooh,
so whatever
okay.
the possible secret ingredients is, he just goes shopping. So we centrally locate him in his car. He's just sitting there in the parking lot, waiting for his list. Give him the list.
I love the subtle plug, by the way.
Yeah. Well, who else has a stack of liver kicking around? Not a lot of guys. Fair enough. Fair enough. I stand corrected.
And they'll deliver right to you.
In the room.
So he goes and gets a shopping list. And we're going to do a practice cook right at 1 to 1:30. Try and wrap it up 2:30, 3 o'clock. Then the restaurant opens at 4. Then we're going to close our kitchen somewhere around 8:30, 9 o'clock, and do one with the customers in the restaurant because it's our last chance. So we want that crowd atmosphere.
Oh,
We want
cool.
them yelling. We want them being as unhinged as possible. There might be free shots of tequila just to get them completely out of their minds because
right.
that's what's going to go on. There's going to be cameras in our face. There's going to be people yelling, cheering. There's going to be, you know, the MCs coming around asking us questions. So that'll be our last chance to get it right or go
Right.
home. And then the next morning, we just pack up all of our our plates, and get ready to do, which is quite a large amount of plates.
Yes.
So there's 12 VIPs. So 4 times 12 is 48, plus your 3 judges, so another 9. So 57. No, that's wrong. 60 plates. 60 plates in an hour.
Right.
And you unveil your secret ingredient, and they give you, it's either 15 or 20 minutes to plan, and then an hour to cook. And if you're not done, you're done.
There. Yeah.
Yep.
Is
There
that
it
secret
is.
ingredient in all 4 plates?
Yes. So the secret ingredient must be used 4 times. Blue moon must be used once. And last year they had another spirit. I can't remember the name of the
Sonora Bacanora.
the Bacanora. The Bacanora had to be used once.
Yep.
So we went with
Wow.
their pineapple flavor, and it worked good with the peanut butter dessert we were doing.
It looked good. I
Yeah.
didn't get to try anything.
I think
but that's
dessert
okay.
was what won it for me last year. I really think our dessert was tip-top shape.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Yeah. And you took down Devin Sanner of
by
Zio
the skin
Pepe.
of my teeth.
It was
I
was
fooled him
pretty
twice.
close. Fair enough.
I did learn something from this. I am going to Dante's Kitchen and Cocktails the night before.
I think you
yeah.
have to get reservations.
Yeah, the Friday night before, we want to pack it. We want a
Yep.
bunch of people drinking and being rowdy and yelling.
I'm going to get in there and stay there so we can see what happens.
There you go.
All right. There. Yeah, it is. October 4th. Wait, there's something on October 4th.
We don't have anything
There
on
is.
October.
The one that I know is at Reed Park Zoo. That's the event that I remember.
Fair enough.
That's on my calendar because we had that booked before they finally got the date with this. So I was like, you guys get dessert and not me.
Well, it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And I think that this
The
year is going to
atmosphere,
be
I've
is
never,
going to be a
I've
blast.
competed before, but I've never seen an atmosphere like this.
Yeah.
It is like the stadium hole at TPC's culinary version in Tucson.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be.
Yeah.
it's gonna be a blast.
Yeah.
We're gonna be out there. We're gonna be filming. We're gonna be filming an episode for the TV show.
Yeah.
So that'll be a lot of fun. We'll
This week
see
it was
how
a-
it comes out.
This week was out picking my intro song. You know how hard that is for someone who knows nothing about music to pick his intro song?
I do it every day on the radio show, man.
Yeah.
Like,
I cook chicken for a living.
fair enough. And the TV actually. Every episode of the TV show has been
Yeah.
a different theme for the
Yeah,
music.
we
so I mean,
ended up
Danny-
with Let Him Cook.
fair. I like it. A quick shout out to Ronald McDonald House. Their house party is this Friday. If you don't have your tickets,
Awesome.
go to ronaldmcdonaldhouse.org and get your tickets so you can go and check out the red shoe competition. It's going to be a blast. You got Cow Pig out there, among others. In fact, we have the list.
Drum roll, please.
We got Josh Bishop that's coming in, Wildfire, Wing and Grill, Cow Pig, Frost, Fork and Fire, Take a Birdie Guest Ranch is coming out. McDonald's will be there. Go figure. That's
Yeah,
Ronald
shocker.
McDonald, yeah.
Who's
Vera
on that
More, Noble Hobbs, Locali, Contigo.
Contiki or Contigo?
Contigo. I don't know, maybe. Producer Tina is going to find out right now. And then Commoner Co., Flores Market Run, Prep and Pastry, Gourmet Girls, Ambrosia Cakes, and Fiamme Pizza.
Fiamme.
Yeah.
Got like 6 of my friends on that list there.
Yes. So we got about 3 minutes left. Cody, you need to ask a question.
I do.
Let's
need
do
to
it.
ask a question. What is the one thing you recommend for at-home chefs to have in their kitchen? when they're
I
cooking?
recommend them have a few things. I don't know if I have a number one. Everybody needs a blender or a stick mixer. They need a KitchenAid or a Roboku. A mandolin.
Mhm.
So either
I like the mandolin.
There's
That's
two.
actually a
There's
good
two kinds.
one.
There's the plastic one we call the Asian mandolins, and there's the metal ones that are just the regular mandolins.
Mhm.
Either one of those work. Those are things that are most often used in a kitchen, besides a good stove and a good pan. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you can make a lot of magic happen with a mandolin cutting cucumbers just a silly little way. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Love it. So we have garlic, we have
Ginger.
we have knife like
knives.
50 times.
Cool. Yep.
But sharp knives with proper knife
Yes.
skills.
Yep.
Not knife skills, but proper knife etiquette. That was
Mhm.
from Danny Perez. He was like,
Yeah.
knife
Yeah.
etiquette. You got to sharpen your
I
knife.
like
every
picking on
time
my
you use
guys.
it.
It's like I can outcook people with a rusty spoon. Sometimes it's not the knife.
And then, that's cool. I like it. Awesome.
Good
And
mix of
then,
blender.
what would be so everybody's gonna come out and get your get tickets to go check you out at the Iron Chef
Yep.
competition.
And we got a big thing happening tomorrow.
Yes. What's happening tomorrow?
The
Let's
whiskey
tell
dinner.
everybody. Yes, you have the whiskey dinner.
The
happening
third
at
of the
Dante's
whiskey dinner, the third installment of the whisker dinner, and we've got Weller pouring, E.H. Taylor pouring.
Weller. Ooh.
There's another one that's a
Blends.
Stag
Oh, yeah,
Junior.
yeah, okay. All right.
So we've got some really special whiskeys. We're pairing it with a fantastic menu. It's our last of the summer series. So
Are you sold out already?
no, we're not.
Oh, you're not sold
Nope.
out. So everybody needs to go to.
Dante'sFireAZ.com, and there's an Eventbrite link to it. Foodie just put out a thing on it this morning, so it's out there.
Sweet. We'll get that tagged and
Yeah.
reposted
Yep,
for sure.
the best $105 you ever spent.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, Wellers and food. Yeah.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah, it's cheap at 105.
Right.
Yes.
Thank you so much for coming into the show today. We really
My
appreciate
pleasure,
it.
man. It was great being here.
And everybody needs to check out the tastyshow.com. You'll be able to get all the cool videos from the show. Plus, you can sign up for Coffee with the Tasty Show if you get your mug. And this is for everybody on social media. But if you get your mug, you get a free cup of coffee when you come out to Coffee with the Tasty Show. And it's a lot of fun. So check it out at tastyshow.com under events. We also post out all the night fight locations, and so you can check that out. But as always, stay tasty, Tucson. Welcome back to the Tucson Tasty Show. I'm your host, Wesley Source, and we're here in studio. We just had Kenneth Floy here from Dante's Fire. You got to check out his whiskey dinner tomorrow. If you like food, you got to check out his whiskey dinner tomorrow. But now we have the executive chef, Dylan of Old Tucson Studios, and we're going to talk about I've been talking about it for the last couple weeks with everybody. I mean, we were on ESPN Tucson. We did The Hustle. We did. It's just been all over the place. But now we get to talk about it with the actual chef. So I'm
Yes.
super excited about that.
Yeah, it'll be fun this year. We got a lot of new stuff coming. So we just opened a pizza kitchen. That's
Yes.
number one.
And we're gonna definitely get into that a little bit. We also have Natalie, your marketing manager for Old Tucson Studios. We're excited to have both of you here, and then we still have the mix master. Is that one good? A DJ,
That works, man. I'll
a
take that.
composer,
DJ, composer. I like mixologist, even though
the mix master, I can't even say it anymore.
I'm gonna put all those on the next business card.
Perfect. John from that did all the, and you did all the sounds for all the haunted houses.
Correct. The haunted houses and scare zones. I've been with Old Tucson since 2022, since they reopened from
Oh
COVID.
wow, beautiful. Well, thank you for everybody for being here at the show today.
Thanks
we
for having
definitely
us.
appreciate
Yeah,
it.
thank you.
So let's talk about, before we get into the food that you have to offer, because we have 2 full segments. So we have plenty of time to get into all of that stuff. So let's talk about how did you become a chef?
I started cooking with my dad as a young kid and just got in the dish pit when I was 16. Started at Outback Steakhouse.
Cool.
Just worked my way up through that and just kept working my way. So saute cook at Pita Jungle. Met this company that opened up right next there. They're called the Union Jack.
Yep.
Got
Okay.
in with them for a bit, and then they actually opened up a location here on University. Lasted for a little bit, but was the chef there, and then ended up at Old Tucson and just worked my way up from dish pit, basically. Just love cooking,
That's awesome.
and yeah, it just became a hobby.
What is it? What's your biggest drive behind being a chef, being a cook? What is your passion? I mean, what makes you wake up every day and go and work in a hot kitchen? I mean, realistically, that's the biggest
The
question.
end result, you know, you want people to be happy and have good food in their bellies. So you know, like my barbecue at Old Tucson is one of my favorite things. So you know, I smoke my brisket anywhere from 12 to 16 hours. So I'll be there all day just smoking briskets and just cooking. So it's just seeing everyone's reactions at the end of the day and hearing it. But yeah.
That's awesome. So with the when you're smoking your briskets, you have a big, huge smoker that probably would make me jealous because I use an easy bake oven, also known as Traeger.
Yeah.
Right, I got the bulb that lights up, and but no, we love our Traeger.
No, those are great. I
Um,
love the pellet fed smokers. I actually just got one of those so I can use that for smaller events, so I don't
Oh, cool.
have to light up that big giant smoker every day to smoke like 4 briskets. So
Well, the biggest thing with that I like about the pellet fed and Traeger in general is the consistency, and I like the Traeger a little bit better because it has the thicker steel and it's a little bit more insulated, so it's not up and down all day long. It's one consistent temperature. But all right,
yeah.
shameless plug.
But yeah,
Um,
the main smoker we have there is the 1,100 pound smoker.
Wow.
So you can load that up, and it's a rotisserie, so you just turn it on and it just rotates all day smoking. We actually just had an event. I actually maxed it out pretty well. It was
I
like
need one of those.
35 briskets around there.
35
that I loaded
briskets.
in there at once.
Yeah.
If you have to set something to smoke and sit around waiting for it to be done, it's not a bad setting to do it in either.
Yeah. The wow came from Andrew of Vero Premium Beef. Vero Premium Beef is one of our local ranch to tables, and they're just south of Tucson in Sonoyta, and they actually have a 215,000 acre ranch out there. They do the sustainable ranching practices, which is really great because they leave the land better than when they got there. But 21-day dry aged, absolutely incredible. It's that umami flavor that you're missing from all the other beef that you have.
Oh, I'm sure. I met them at a food show not too long ago and
Beautiful.
been meaning to reach out.
Well, we got you some samples over here too. So,
Very nice.
and for everybody else, you can go to vepremiumbeef.com to get yours and order the Tasty Show box. Yeah, because you can get 5 pounds of ground beef. You get 2 surprise grillables, and then you get 2 new releases. Plus, you get the beef jerky or beef snacks, and then you get swag. So from all our other supporters. So it's great.
You better share that bag, Chef. We'll be watching you when we head out of here.
Fair enough. All right. So with the so you're from Tucson originally.
I am not.
You're not. Okay.
No. I've been fresh to Tucson roughly about 2 years now.
Okay.
Before that, I grew up in the valley, so all over the place: Gilbert, Scottsdale, Mesa. Phoenix.
But Arizona.
Yes.
How do you incorporate, or do you incorporate the flavors of Tucson into your meals?
So I love Southwestern food specifically. My barbecue.
You're at a good place then, right?
Oh, yeah.
Old Tucson.
I love it. So with my barbecue, I'm more Texas-based. With that, I have a lot of family there. Went and visited all the time, and just grew to love their barbecue. So I'm more of that. To introduce a lot of Southwestern types of food, I'm trying to do that a little bit more. Haven't quite done it, but with pizza and all that, I have a lot of ideas coming up to do a little take on that.
How many different, because you make your own dough, right?
Yes.
How many different dough recipes did you have to try before you got your dough recipe down?
So I have a guy that I hired. He's my second hand with pizza, because to be honest, my background with pizza is not quite there.
All right.
So I needed someone to get in there with me, to just teach me a little bit more. I am also young, so I don't know everything. So with that, we probably had about 4 to 5 different recipes until we got down and figured out what we wanted.
That's awesome. And then, but you did something with the pizza that I wasn't expecting, and that was the brisket pizza, right?
Yes.
So what was the inspiration behind that? Was it just, hey, I have some brisket, let's try it on the pizza?
Oh, well, brisket's good on everything. So that's
true.
That's like
I think you mean bacon's good on everything.
it tastes just even better than bacon on
You
it.
just
better
cooked up
than
an
bacon.
idea. I felt there's a bacon on brisket on pizza recipe coming
Oh
now.
boy, I like it. I wonder if you did a bacon wrap
Be the ultimate meat lovers right
brisket,
There you
there.
go.
bacon wrap brisket, and then smoke it, and then put it on the brisket. Oh, there it is.
Talk tasty to me.
Do that.
Awesome. What would be? Do you have any questions, Cody? Of Network Outdoors?
You have a question. With your brisket, what wood are you smoking with it?
So it's a mix. So we use a mix of hickory and pecan.
Ooh, interesting.
Aha. That's a flavor that's outside of Tucson because everybody uses the mesquite.
Mesquite.
But I do like that hickory, and in fact, I actually rotate that in a lot because I love hickory.
I love mesquite. When I do like chicken and stuff, I'll use that more often. It's just mesquite to me is just it can be overpowering sometimes. So I like to just even it out. And hickory and pecan is just that Texas barbecue. So that's,
Fair enough.
love it.
So I'm going to ask a question of Natalie.
Yeah.
Natalie, tell us a little bit about. We have a few minutes left in this segment, but tell us a little bit about how Old Tucson Nightfall has changed some of the ticketing and some of the new offerings.
We've got a lot of exciting things this year. We listened to the public. We got some feedback. Everybody was asking for a deal. We wanted to give them one. This year we have our Doorbuster Thursday. So $29 base for Thursdays. That's a substantial saving on our regular ticket price. So everybody, let it be known if you're looking for a discount entry, Thursday is the day to come. But we are also offering our Fun Pass this year. So our Fun Pass at $69 will offer you unlimited entry to both Nightfall and our holiday event Yuletide coming up really pretty quickly here.
Right.
There's no blackout dates for that. So for those people that sort of are diehard fans and want to come repeatedly, that's the one for you. It's a closest thing to a season pass for 2024,
That's
and
awesome.
we're pretty excited about it.
And for only $69, I mean, you can't beat that because you
Well,
can go as many times as
It
you
pays
want.
for itself after your 2 visits. It's
Right.
done. So yeah.
And you have so many different offerings now with all the different haunted houses and the walks and then everything that is coming through. I mean, it's going to be great. But then we have the pizza, so you can come out for an evening and go for a stroll through the graveyard with the werewolves.
Oh,
Is that right?
Yeah, we got all kinds.
Or
We're
is it the
serving up
clowns?
every kind of horror this year.
Or
Yep.
zombies.
I think there's might be some clowns out there.
Yeah, that's it. Dabney's Fun House if you're into clowns. Or if you're not into clowns, as
Yeah.
I know,
Yeah.
we were explicitly warned not to bring one with us, weren't
Yes.
we? Yeah. We listened.
Thank you.
No, you were supposed to bring one.
Well, we were
Here.
tempted. I'm not going to lie. We were tempted.
Like if he says he doesn't like it, just bring it. It's more
That was a
fun.
challenge, wasn't it?
Yes.
We missed that opportunity. We'll see you at
That's why
Nightfall.
he doesn't coordinate with the guests. But yeah, no. So yeah, I mean, you have enough that we can, as Tucsonans and locals, we can come out and go multiple times and still, kind of enjoy not only the atmosphere but the food, the pizza. You got the turkey legs, you got the Sonoran dogs. And
those Sonoran dogs.
We'll talk about that a little bit more after the break. But yeah, I'm really excited. So stay tuned through the break, and we'll be back with Dylan and Natalie. I'm Wesley Source, your host of the Tucson Tasty Show. We'll be right back. Special thank you to our sponsors, Saka, Vero Premium Beef, Your Financial Guy, Cody Peck, Network Outdoors, Local First Arizona, Allegra, Marketing, Print and Mail. And as always, don't forget to subscribe and stay tasty, Tucson. Welcome back to the Tucson Tasty Show. I'm your host, Wesley Source, and we're here live in studio. We have Old Tucson Studios. It's been a great episode so far. I mean, the hour's gone by really quick. We've had an Iron Chef of Tucson in. Now we have the Executive Chef of Old Tucson.
It's been a fun time today.
The only cherry on top is next week we get to have Chef Brian Duffy on the show. That one's going to be amazing. I'm really excited about that as well. I mean, we have a pretty good lineup for September, man.
We do. Have a good lineup.
Yeah.
Overall.
What do we have going on with Network Outdoors soon?
Oh, we have the
Mr. Peck.
We have the wild game dinner coming up.
And we just added foie gras to the menu.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna have to go text Seth and tell him, hey, you gotta come do this. We were talking about it. I was actually talking with him yesterday about some of the menu work and everything that's going to go in with that, so that's going to be a fun time.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Do we have a kitchen lined up?
And so if we have a thing lined up for it and everything else.
Beautiful.
So we got some stuff lined up for it. Expo, we got some other people wanting to jump on board too, so it's going to be a fun time.
So we're gonna have duck. We're gonna have dove.
Dove. Yes. I also talked to Seth. He's whipping up something special for you from some dove parts I gathered, so enjoy.
Why is it every time you say something like that it's like a dare? Like, okay, all right, here we go. Just close your eyes and eat this. I'm good. Thank you, Cody.
You're welcome. Man. But we got that. Their Earl's nice because they're going to give us some beef hearts, bone marrow,
yes,
and some beef tongue, and
hopefully we get some stuffed beef heart from that because that's really good if it's done properly.
And hopefully we'll be able to get some of the coal fat too if they can get that harvested from the processor. So that's going to be fun.
And at the Arizona Sands Club, they just added the arancini, the mushroom arancini, which is just delicious. So hopefully he'll be able to work that into it.
We were there last week. There with the lady, and they had their short rib, and then they had this sirloin.
Oh, the short rib's good.
And other stuff from
the
them.
The rib cap on that short rib is like this thick. It's incredible. If you want to check it out, go to Instagram. I did a post from Bashful Bandit, and they had some of the the ribs, and they're Verrol's on point with the beef. And like I said, it's beef that tastes like beef. So it's that umami flavor that all the other beef is missing. So, Dylan,
my mouth watering right now. Talking about all that.
So let's talk about the turkey leg. You brought a turkey leg in, and that turkey leg was delicious. You're smoking that turkey leg. You're brining it beforehand, I'm sure. Walk us through that a little bit.
Yeah. So it's about a 2-day process with the turkey legs. So with that, you brine them. That takes about a day, and then we smoke them. And then shortly after that, they come out tasting like ham.
It's incredible. Oh yeah,
they're about 2.5 pound to 3 pound turkey legs, roughly. So they're massive. So when you're walking around Old Tucson with those, it's like you're a caveman walking around with a club.
It brings out something primal in people, doesn't it, when they come and get one of those?
Oh yes. In fact, I referenced it as a dino leg, dino-sized turkey leg in an article I wrote for U of A paper, but which I'll send to you after it's printed.
Yes, please.
But. We're really excited about that. And then the Sonoran dog, had you had a Sonoran dog? How'd you put that together?
Yeah, so I've had a lot of people come up to me asking that they wanted a Sonoran dog, because before that, we just had a normal hot dog and a brat for nightfall. So with this, took a different take on it. So instead of a bacon wrapped hot dog, we're doing a jalapeno cheddar dog. Nathan has an amazing beef hot dog. So we're going to use that, and then we got bacon in our beans, and we're going to top it with bacon. So it's not like there's not going to be any bacon on there. Plenty of it. And then
No, it was incredible. I mean, the whole mouth bite and everything else was it hit all the the crunchy from the onion. The tomato was perfect. It wasn't underripe. I mean, it was all it all just tied together. Plus the beans were just.
It's
I don't know how
definitely
to
it's
Amazing.
describe it. I mean, it definitely hit it.
you know when you eat with your eyes first.
Yes.
I feel like your cowboy dog is that. It's like aesthetically pleasing before it goes in. It's all the colors.
And then the zest from the mayo over the top was perfect. So yeah, no,
they came
spot
out
on.
pretty good. So I was surprised myself, and I just can't wait to get them going. On top of the turkey legs, it's gonna be great. Both of those are gonna be served at the grill.
Perfect.
So one stop, one you can get 2 for 1.
2 for 1.
Yeah,
Perfect.
just stop there and grab both.
And then you can wash it down with an IV margarita.
Yeah, we got some cool things going on with beverages. So we've got it's kind of a margarita. It's a take on a margarita. It's kind of fruity, zesty, punchy cocktail, slash blood bag. So it's a fun presentation. We like that. And then we're also doing we've got our Nightfall beer as well, brought to us by Crooked Tooth. We're doing their light lager is custom canned this year, and then. Our bar supervisor, Eric Sampson, has put together, I think it's about 6 or 7 custom cocktails in the Grand Palace as well. So there's something for everyone. Obviously, we always have NA options as well, but yeah, there'll be a lot of fun things on offer this year.
There was a glittery one that it was like passion fruit.
Yeah, I'm trying to recall all the ingredients that he had in it, but that luster dust is a lot of fun. That's what he puts through it.
It looked cool, and then it tastes good too. And it wasn't just a watery. I mean, it had some body to it as well. So, and all the ones that we tried were the non-alcoholic ones. So, it's both ways is just fine. So, what would be the one thing that everybody needs to try and do when they come out to Nightfall this year?
Oh boy.
And that goes for everybody.
That's kind of a tough one. We've got a lot on offer. We've got 4 haunts, and they're pretty extensive too. They've been massively extended, both in square footage and time it takes to get through. And we've got, I think, 6 scare zones, so 10 haunts and scare zones alone. And then we've got our original musical going on in the Grand Palace, Love is Blindness. It's kind of a love triangle, but with the undead. Something a little unusual, but very Nightfallian. Fun. Magic shows, stunt shows, the whole works. We've got an add-on seance experience this year. There's just a lot. I mean, we always have our family-friendly zone too. So if you are bringing the little ones, we're offering our glow, scare me not type necklaces. So you can take them with you through the scary parts and they'll be left alone. Or we do have our family zone as well, which we always have some iteration of. But this year we've added Glowstone Gulch, which is our kid haunt. So they have their own haunt as well.
Oh, wow.
Which is just a little not scary but spooky.
Boo.
Yeah.
Right.
Boo.
What age?
What's the age range is what Cody asked.
We see kind of all ages through. With the park in general, 4 and under are always free. And that family zone is definitely perfect for them. But we see families with kids of all ages coming through, and I would say we actually put a scare rating on some of our haunts. There's a couple that I probably wouldn't recommend to some of the younger ones, some of the kind of 5 to 12 that are definitely.
So I'll stay to those.
Yeah, it just depends on how hardcore your little ones are.
We'll make sure you get a fast pass into the clown maze.
Yeah, that's it.
Thank you so much.
No
I think
worries, man. Just for you.
Debbie's
Within
Fun
that
House.
section as well, we have miniature golf. Actually coming within that children's section as well, and then
cool.
we got some fair games coming like ring toss and all that.
Yeah, we've added quite a lot this year. Yeah.
That's incredible. So everybody needs to come out. How do we get tickets beforehand?
Tickets can be purchased online, oldtucson.com, and that has all the different variations of our ticketing options. That has our RIP pass for those that want the kind of high-end Nightfall experience. skip the line pass, all those kind of perks. We have that fun pass available, our Doorbuster Thursdays. That can all be purchased online, but as always, you can purchase tickets at the gate as well. So whatever pleases you.
Beautiful.
Which maze sound effect place do you recommend we go to for the scariest effects?
I haven't even heard that stuff yet.
I'd say as far as scariest for this year, I'd say the bloodletting maze is going to be the most intense.
Ooh, yeah, for the way that was described was incredible. I mean, it was vivid enough. I don't even need to go through it. I mean, I'm good.
But we have both, and we have Hell's Gate and bloodletting both up there. They're both
and the vampires, because the vampires drink the werewolf blood, and that's through the, and that's all through the mine.
Those ones are actually up towards like High Chaparral.
Oh, wow.
Hell's Gate and bloodletting are up the top there. If you dare venture that far into the park, like basically with Nightfall, the further you venture into the park, the scarier the experience is going to be for you.
Perfect. And I think we'll have to get a update on how Nightfall's going, or at least a call in or something every couple weeks or so that we can know what's going on from Chef Dylan and what the favorites are. Well, I'm Wesley Source, your host of the Tucson Tasty Show. Thank you for joining us today. We'll see you next Saturday from 3 to 4, and every Saturday after that. We'll have Nana's Kitchen and a special call-in guest, Chef Brian Duffy. Thank you to our sponsors and guests. That's Iron Chef of Tucson, Kenneth Floyd, Chef Dylan of Old Tucson Studios, Natalie, Saka, Viral Premium Beef, Your Financial Guy, Cody Peck, Network Outdoors, Local First Arizona, Allegra Marketing, Print and Mail. Thank you for tuning in to the Tucson Tasty Show. Remember to savor every delicious bite and keep those taste buds excited. Until next time, stay tasty, Tucson.